you see like 26 customers that I managed to close within the first month. I prepared a quick dashboard for you to take a look at. So balance total that we managed to basically earn within the very first month, it was $14,434.40. That's the total amount of profit. Total amount of closed jobs, 67 almost, yeah, $67,113. I had 26 closed jobs. I had 3 cancels. Also, what's really important for me to share with you here, different subcontractors. They are finest hardwood floors, and I provided them with $16,000 worth of projects. Caesar's flooring was about $29,000 worth of projects. Acadia floors, 14-ish, a little more than that, and ML floors, close to 8 grand. Jobs were provided to those contractors. They were backing me up with labor part. So for the very first month, when you test any new business, when you expect 3 months, 6 months, sometimes 12 months for a business opportunity to test out and understand that it actually works, in this particular case, everything worked out within literally 3 to 4 weeks. The best part about it is that like I closed the job and I get paid right away. I know that we have Luis, we have Doc on board with us as well. Can you guys share your metrics as well? Maybe you can, share with us like what happened for the past few weeks, few months.
Last month, I think I got 10 leads. I sold 4 of them, visited 6.
Overall portfolio closed within June, like all of those jobs combined together approximately.
It was about 20,500 for the 4.
So average job is around like 5K there ish.
Yes.
And I ask how long Cincinnati's been open?
I've been doing it. Well, I've personally been doing it since January.
And you've been doing this since January, but until recent time, until June actually, right? You had like 2 jobs and you were doing this on the kind of side hustle for your, is that right?
Yes, that is correct. You're right.
Uh-huh.
June was really the first full, I was kind of transitioning between, my second job and this job, but yes, that is correct.
Okay, we can see your screen right now, Luis. Good news.
Good,
So
good.
can you maybe, yeah, let us know like what is going on.
It's similar to what you just described. That keeps you busy, 2 months ahead. Keeps you busy 3 months ahead. Having different crews to help you also will keep you flexible and able to keep on going with the demand because you guys sent me a bunch of leads that I had to keep working on. Okay, so we got January 34 leads.
8 site visits out of 34 leads, Luis. What is
I
that?
was very busy doing the sending that I had sold the month previous.
Here we go. Well, as you can see, like this is like affecting your closing rate and the
Oh
total
yeah,
profit.
big time,
Total
big
profit,
time.
not
Yeah, for
not
sure.
much actually. According to our benchmarks, when you get like whatever amount of leads and you supposed to be like scheduling at least 60% of them, right? Out of 34 leads, we'll look at like 60% visits. So it's got to be like 20 people visited. So you're supposed to be
That
visited like at least like 12 more ish. But
um,
even though like you visited
it's a
only,
slow, it's a slow. I would say just a tad bit more difficult to sell on January than it is on July, May. That's when sales get, for the past 3 years, I noticed that that's kind of why that might look like this.
a bit of a slowdown there. Okay,
Yeah.
February, same thing, or did you go to the vacation or something?
Also, I was slow on the sales. For some reason, I was not doing much visiting. Um, Regardless, we're still operating like both
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati and Columbus, so we were pretty busy there.
Okay, and then as of March, you started to, pick all that up. And I'm just curious, like total profit in January, you're showing around 22K, right? That means it doesn't mean that you like made that much from like 3
No,
jobs only
so
closed.
this
That's
is how
including the
it's
previous
measured.
month as well.
Yeah,
Well, nice. As of March, out of like 15 site visits, 8 closed jobs. So the conversion rate is like over 50%. Same in April, 4 jobs out of 8. Not that many site visits, but you're running by yourself right now, and nobody's babysitting you. That's like basically you're in charge of everything, and like you do whatever you feel like doing, right? May,
Yeah, yeah.
17 visits, 8 jobs closed, 25K in profit. And June, that's our benchmarks, obviously. As soon as we're like hitting 20K a month, I'm pretty, chill. I'm like, okay, that's the minimum benchmark that we should be looking at. 25K within a month, awesome. That's perfect. Anything over 30, 32, 35, great. That's where we should be at. Awesome. David's got his first site visit later today. He's got his first client
Okay.
and first site visit.
Man, well, congrats, Dave. I think the first appointment is that's amazing. I remember my first appointment with Walter. That felt pretty off, man. Everything I was just it was just a new field for me, Walter. So at that time it was a lady. She wanted me to make miracles on her floor. So the videos that you shared with me is what really, really, makes me stand out and set apart from the other guys. It saves you so much of the sales talking. It puts you already into somewhere more like a somebody that's having a consultation. It makes it so much easier
And
to.
somebody who's already established, so clients don't kind of, second question or second guessing about you. And everything that you and I went through, Luis, like we're going to be doing the same with David. Like he's going to be attending it. He's going to be sending me some pictures, right? And I will be consulting him
Okay.
right away in real time, saying like, this is
Okay.
red oak, white oak. We can do this, that, no problem.
Good.
As long as we're on the right track. And remember our failing forward strategy when we understand that it's not necessarily like we expect the job to be closed right away, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable in front of the client. So this way we always move forward with more confidence. And even if we don't make a deal today, we it goes without saying that we will make a deal tomorrow or day after tomorrow 100%. Doug, I wanted to ask you a quick question regarding your time gate, because time gate is when you basically close the deal. So, Doug, can I ask you a quick question and kind of a consulting question for David regarding your time gating and how you give the discount so you can close that deal, especially when clients wants that?
Well, recently I've been using the 25% off sale. So, when I'm in the house and I'm letting them look at the colors and stuff like that, and giving them the, just basically BS and asking questions and stuff like that, I'll bring up, in passing, you guys really, picked a good time to do this. We're having a 25% off sale right now. And they'll say, oh, that's nice. Great. Yeah. And then you would get a little bit of a feel, how serious they are or whatever when you get their reaction to that. And then when you sit down at the table, it's you're basically going in 25% high, and then you say, but we do have here's the price, and you tell them the price, say it's $9,000, for example, and you let that sink in for a minute. Yeah, the regular price on this is $9,000, and then you sit and you let them, you sit for about 15-30 seconds, and you let them think about it. And then they say, and then you kind of say, but with 25% off, that sale we got going on, I can get it to you for 6,500. And and then, a lot of times, they start, they'll make a decision on the color and stuff like that at that point. And, they'll go ahead and do it, or they'll say, well, we want to think about it, or give you an objection. And that's when you can put in your calendar close and say, well, I know, people like to think about it whenever, but, the sale on this ends on Wednesday and I have to have it installed by next Friday. As you can see, my calendar's filling up. So, I won't be able to offer you that 6,500, after that point, it'll be the 9,000. And then, a lot of times you can close a deal like that. You have to create the urgency. when you're there. If you can't close them when you're there, I mean, you can always follow up and try to get them. But the way I look at it is if you can't close them, when you're there, you have about a 20% closing chance of closing them.
Fear of missing out. So that means something that is available now will not be available later. And when you say something like, well, good floor, we can definitely help you out with that. I'm going to go measure, no problem. Just a quick question. I must say that there are like two ways that we can price you for this very job. One of them is our like daily, regular, best value, good price. Or there is another opportunity thanks to some of the arrangements that we did in our company recently, some of the stock that we have in place, some of the materials that are sitting on our shelf already. So we can actually, save significant amount of money and significant amount of time for you. I guess my question would be, would you be even interested in, hearing about aggressive discount for you based on like same day decision? Would you be even interested in that? I'm like, would you be against? No one's gonna say no. I'm definitely against that. I don't want to do that. So planting the seed regarding this, aggressive numbers. So then down on the road, when I'm sitting with them at the table, burning hot deal for them that they can actually save like 20, 25% on a deal, and everybody's happy.
And they say, well,
Okay.
and then they walk over to the wife and she says, well, I like it. It's a good. Now, of course, this is after you've sold the value.
So I'm looking for some advice on this first lead based on our original conversation, which I was a little concerned with because twice in talking to him, he brought up, will you guys do a free quote, right? And he said, I'm not looking to get this done right away. You guys do a free quote. And he brought it up twice. So I've been trying to think about the conversation is, and again, not trying to pressure him, but because of the area that it's in, and because of the way he spoke, I'm trying to come up with what conversation to have with him.
You're going to get guys like that in sales. I mean, if he's dead set on just getting a quote, and you might want to try some kind of a coupon close on him or something like that. And once you get out there and get everything quoted, you know what your bottom line, what you need is, add 500 to it or 750 to it, and say, hey, look, I got I just remembered I got a $750 or that sounds too high. Look, I got a $500 coupon at the office at my desk I can let you use if you'd like to get this done today.
Do you guys do like a free quote? I'm not buying anything today. I don't want to like make the same day decision. Why is he even saying that? I've dealt with these clients a lot. And when I was talking to them, literally like, yeah, for sure. Like usually all of my clients who I'm actually, end up doing service for, they like everybody tells me that they don't want to like they want to get a free quote, obviously, and they don't want to make same day decision. In order for me to properly handle that, I would make a step back. Remember, David, that you and we were discussing like how would you approach your friend? What was their friend name? Dominic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dom. So obviously, like if Dom was talking to you like that, what would you come up with? You would obviously tell him, well, yeah, I mean, nobody's pressuring you to do anything. Like you've got the problem, I'm here to solve it. We can talk about that. That's not a problem. Your first question when you show up at the job site today at 5 p.m. should be, okay, yeah, very good, very nice. So walk me through what is going on here. Robert, like his name is Robert. Robert, walk me through like what is actually going on here. So all the steam can, just cool down. Because the client, he's already in this, high pressure mode. Right? So when you let them speak, like, okay, Robert, like walk me through actually like what is actually going on here. Like beautiful floor. Yeah, we can do it, not a problem. Like what is up? What did you hope to achieve with this? Why we're here? What would be the win for you at the end of this conversation? What is he going to say? He's going to say, I need a quote. Okay, but why? He wants to make a deal, but based on his own terms. He doesn't want to buy into your bullshit, whatever you're trying to sell him now. So that with that being said, like the best tactic here is to be detached 100%. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm just here because it's on my way in between my other jobs, so I had a moment to actually stop by and see what exactly we can deal with here. So what is up, Robert? Like, walk me through like what it's like. What are we trying to achieve here? And Robert would start talking about like, oh, this, and that. So after he tells you all of that stuff, and after he answers that, well, I just want to get a quote, you should ask him this exactly. Robert, am I picking up correctly what you're putting down? You're trying logical decision about this. Yeah, rational decision about this. Right, right, right. Did I answer your question, David, about like the approach for this very guy? Or are you thinking
Yeah.
about something else?
Yeah.
When it comes to the in-house conversations, they should be detached 100%. Like you don't care. You're not worried about their problem. You care. I mean, of course, that's exactly why
Right.
you're here. But you're not here to get them sold on something. And if you can help, okay, I'm here to help. Let's do it. Why you're
That's a
smiling,
great
David?
advice, Walter.
Thanks. I
Yes,
think that
sir.
you and
Yes,
I
sir.
went through that a lot together, like in the very beginning, right?
Yeah, so Dave, I can tell you that it's important to be detached from from the pressure of making a sale happen. I think that if they want to go for it, that's good. If they want to think about it, that's also good. There are clients on my end that might have requested a quote like years ago. Like literally yesterday, I had a client that she requested a quote back in April last year. So she just called in to sort of follow up, and I was going through it, and I was just trying to recollect the information of what happened on that sale. I believe she didn't even made it to the sale. I went to the appointment, took measurements and everything, but I really never met the client. So she called yesterday. She wants to follow up with the quote, and I looked at it from a year ago. So and I'm gonna revisit it next. I mean
Yeah.
Thursday tomorrow. So kind of happens, and people forget about that they even requested the service. Once they follow up on it, and you made a presentation back then, you just gotta like recap and jump back at it like just as a normal sale.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I gotta get going, Walter, Dave, Doug. I'm running a little bit late on my appointment for the day, but hey, good luck, Dave. I think that you're
Thank you.
you're gonna be doing good. I think that once you're there on the field, you'll be able to sort of do your thing. I
Plus,
think Walter
plus,
will be able to help you out.
plus
Most
that I
definitely.
think Cleveland's a good area for flooring. You ought to have a
Oh,
really good market up there.
yeah, it should be real good. Once
Yeah,
the leads once the
there's a
leads
lot,
start
lot of
rolling
old
in.
houses with hardwood floors in them.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Walter. Well, I can join you next Wednesday and come a little bit more prepared on the sales, and we
Okay.
can continue. Okay. Yeah.
Sounds good, brother. All right.
All right. Hey,
Later.
you guys have
Bye.
a good day now. Bye bye.